My guest tonight recently made her long-awaited return to The Walking Dead as Maggie Reed. Please welcome the very talented Lauren Cohan. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
You say my name right, Conan.
People don't?
One of the few people. People say Cohen.
Right.
And when I was younger and I tried to correct them, I said Cohan. And they all said, like Conan the Barbarian. And I was like, well, that's not my preferred reference, but sure. And then
yeah,
it was like a shitty nickname.
Well, I was a teenager when the Conan the Barbarian movie came out, and my life was hell. But the only upside to it was that I got in so many fights that I developed the same physique as the actual Conan the Barbarian. And I've kept it to this day. And
the accent.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, that's right. So good of you to notice. You know, it's funny because I do feel very comfortable talking to you because I talked to you when you were first on The Walking Dead. I think I might have been one of the first shows that you came on, and obviously you're just a very nice, real person, so we got along right away. But I remember thinking, when I first talked to you, I don't think you'd been doing the show that long at all. You were kind of a newbie.
Yeah, kind of a newbie. You were my first talk show experience. Legitimately. It was the first, and it was very easy, I will say. And I think that you reenacted a kill with me. And I think that it was right around the time when our group was doing like a lot of, we were suddenly sort of deluged by a bunch of new zombies. And yeah, it was fun. It was like, it's crazy to think about it. That was like 10 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
And yet still I'm only in my mid 30s. Yeah. Don't laugh at that. I'm going to edit that laugh out. Did you notice that you've been doing it for a while, when you first started, okay, and you're brand new on Walking Dead and you have to kill a zombie, was your technique different than say it is now that you're a pro?
Yeah, because you have to keep yourself entertained, right? So I'm almost embarrassed by my like super basic zombie kill skills from the beginning, because they were just, the machete, or just like, the what would you even call it if you're here? Like a shish kebab.
Shish kebab, yeah. I like to.
A shish kebab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that doesn't even have to be for somebody called Bob. I mean, that can be for any named zombie. And and then we do like the hearing aid. If you have like from ear to ear, you can do like a little scoop right through. So when these new people come, I try to tell them to use these, and I give them names, and nobody uses the names. It's weird. They don't stick.
I could be mine would be the puree. What I would do is I would grab a zombie and I would force his head into a professional chef's blender, and then I would push puree, and I would puree the zombie's head for 25 seconds till it was a nice froth, and then I would pour that froth on top of like a latte. And you get that little...
Or freeze it into little ice cubes so that when you have your whiskey cocktail, you can have a giant cube of
your idea is much better. No. Your idea is much better. No. I like your idea better because alcohol's involved. So, Lauren, you took it up. You took it up a notch, and I appreciate that. We actually,
thank you. It always does.
Someone on my staff has way too much time on his hands, and he put together a montage of your zombie kills. And this is a true testament to your abilities as a true warrior. Let's take a look.
There's a shish kebab.
There's a shish kebab. Oh my God.
This is a waffle maker.
That was a waffle maker.
Like
Yeah,
this is a obey street signs. That's it. We need more.
You need more. You know what's crazy? And this says something sad about me. I could watch that all day. And especially if you're having a bad day and you have a lot of unresolved anger, When I watch Walking Dead and you guys take out 35 zombies in 2 seconds, I come down to dinner with my wife and kids, and I'm so zen. I feel.
You're relieved. It's been a cathartic experience.
All of my childhood.
Because they're not people.
Yeah, exactly.
They are people, but luckily there's there's sort of an allowance in your mind for the fact that.
Yeah. You're also freeing them of being the undead. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
You're doing them a favor. You're doing them a favor.
Yeah, they don't want to be looking for food and getting
No. The fact that they seem upset when you kill them doesn't make any sense, but we'll work on that. How does it work? Because all of us, as you can tell, I'm here in an abandoned theater. You look to I think you broke into
I'm in an abandoned theater.
You broke into a movie. We both broke into these theaters to meet each other for this illicit tryst. I'm curious. I know what it's like working during COVID. It is very strange, but it's pretty simple. I talk to you on Zoom. I do some comedy on Zoom. We're okay. How do you do this show during COVID? I mean, you're constantly surrounded by zombie extras, people dressed as zombies. Have they all been tested?
Yeah, they've been very compliant, actually, the zombies. They've been all negative for COVID. Positive still for zombies, but they've been really good at playing along with all of our COVID protocols. It is just a trip too, because everybody, when this all started, they're like, Lauren will know what to do. She's lived through a zombie apocalypse for 10 years, and I'd love to say that everybody was joking. I really think. And I said, I'm going on Amazon and buying bottled water just like the rest of you.
Yes, I know. It's so funny that I hadn't thought of this beforehand, but your show really is about the spreading of this virus and people turning into zombies. It makes COVID look just downright boring. But it's so weird to me that you have all these people dressed up, hundreds of extras dressed up like zombies who've caught this virus, and then they all have to get nasal swabs to test before they can shoot a scene. Okay, you're a zombie, but you don't have COVID, so you can come on through. I know you're probably aware that I got to become friendly with your former co-star.
My good friend, yes.
Yes, Steven Yeun, and he and I had a great trip to Korea together, and I got to see up close what a terrific guy he is, and we had this really nice experience. But you guys made it very special for him when he was leaving the show. You went to a lot of trouble. You and your castmates went to a lot of trouble to sort of make it an occasion.
Well, it's no trouble. It's was the moment that I think that was still the hottest goodbye we've ever had on this show. I won't even talk about it too much because it's interesting because his son being back. His on-screen son has brought up so many memories for everybody of Steven being here. Yeah. And, we do these like death dinners for everybody. So we'll have sort of like a civilized thing and everybody will give nice speeches. And we knew for Steven and for Michael Cudlitz, who left in the same episode, we wanted to do something extra special. And as you guys know from your K-pop days, you and Steven.
Yeah, Steven and I did shoot. I'll tell the viewers that don't know, Steven and I did shoot a K-pop video together. It took about 24 hours to shoot. It nearly killed us. But I know that man loves to dance. He loves to sing. He's really into it.
Yeah, he is really into it. And we basically got together and all the girls sort of thought, it might have been Denai's idea, actually. And we just thought, what's the best way that we can sort of send these guys off? And so we had a party at our producer's house and we all disappeared to go and get our costumes on and learn like the final pieces of our absolutely atrocious dance routine to slowly re-enter the house one by one, verse by verse, to perform Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way. And Steven was actually crying. We were dressed up as Michael Cudlitz's character with orange mustaches and orange wig.
I have the picture. I have the picture right here. I have you guys. Someone took a picture, and I've never seen this video.
You're not allowed to show the video. We're not.
Yeah, you're not allowed to show the video. Sure. And but I thought this was a rare photo behind the scenes of you guys saying goodbye to Steven and his character Glenn, and you're all dressed as Backstreet Boys, but you've added orange mustaches, which is a beautiful touch.
We've added orange mustaches, so we're Abraham. And that T-shirt is a photo that Steven took, his favorite zombie on the show, and it's this zombie just like sparking a cigarette and smoking, which is one of the best things on our set. It's like seeing a zombie in a Dr. Pepper. Or zombie vaping, or just like the most random things that they'll do.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. You guys have had such adventures, you and Steven. I mean, your spa. What did you do?
Yeah, we went to a spa together.
Scrubbed at Wee Spa.
We were naked together at a spa, a Wee Spa here in Los Angeles, and he took me and he said, "You're going to have an experience."
To the spa.
He took me to the spa, and that's the night he stole my heart, and we had a really intense time. That was before we went to Korea together. So that's how it starts. When men go to a spa together and they spend some time with each other's bodies, it ends up with them traveling around the world together.
Let's take this to the next level, please.
Wait, yes. I'm just glad that he was okay with it, because have you thought about this? How would you like The Walking Dead to end? Have you thought about what, you've spent such a big piece of your life with this character and in this reality, and now with it coming to a close, do you think about what would you like to happen?
I would like for there to be a cure. And maybe my mind has changed since we've been going through COVID, but I would love for Maggie's character not to die by zombie.
Right.
And for there to just be some sort of slow reveal of this return to normalcy. Mm-hmm. You sort of like find her in her house just listening to Dire Straits, and 85 years old, and there's like some more kids, and I don't know, a couple German Shepherds. I don't know, but I definitely, I just kind of feel like it would be nice don't get me wrong. I have definitely imagined, Rick returning and Michonne returning and the real kinds of things that would happen. Right. But I'd love to see some cozy, maybe some people knitting.
Yeah, it would be nice if it chilled out at the end. I'm with you. And as much as I've enjoyed the carnage, I think the idea that or else bring modern politics into it so that there are zombie deniers, people that don't think it's a real virus, and it's very.
I want to say that might kind of be the vibe this year.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as explicitly, but we're definitely taking an opportunity, our writers, to let the world inform the show. They always have, but I feel like it's an exciting year. We know we're sending off the show, and a lot of people are watching.
That's really exciting. You know what? I loved the first time I talked to you. I really enjoyed talking to you. You are a lovely person to chat with.
You too, Conan.
The Walking Dead airs Sundays. Are you, by the way, in that theater legally, or did you just sneak in? It looks like you snuck in.
They don't know I'm here.
Good. I'll get you out.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead airs Sundays at 9 p.m. on AMC, and every Thursday you can see new episodes before they air on AMC+. Lauren, please come on the show anytime with any project, because it always makes my day a great one. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Conan. Thanks for having me.